Hey everybody, Richard here with CRG Games, and I just finished up the Streets of New Capenna Set Booster Box financial analysis. So we'll just dive right into that and keep it short and sweet today. I bought my 6 boxes through Alpha Investments, his Patreon sale. I did get those for about $99 a box, so $5.99 is what I spent. Here's our breakdown. On the open market, these are going for around $106 to $107 sealed. After an estimated tax rate, shipping is usually free. You're going to be paying about $113 a box, which isn't too far really from what I paid. Our breakdown here is pretty standard for the set booster boxes. The percentages are roughly normal from what I've seen from the other stuff. The total I pulled was $902.08. That is market value. And over here, I do have the entire spreadsheet of all the pulls, all sorted and in a nice table here, so you can go through and find out what was what and how much value was there. My selling price here, since not everything has a direct low price yet, I've got my selling price, which is the average of market price and direct low multiplied by 1.05, so that's a 5% markup on that. And that's generally what I sell this stuff for. So if it doesn't have a direct low, it's just going to be this value multiplied by 1.05. So we'll go back here and just take a look at these numbers real quick. Most of the value was actually in the rares, and that does include the list cards, which was a pretty significant portion, especially with the 2 Sensei dividending tops. Uncommons and commons are pretty standard, 3 and 10 cents there, 8 and 41 cents. The uncommons are actually a little on the low side for value on average. The basic lands are also on the low side, really, compared to the extended arts from Zendikar Rising or the Snowlands from Kaldheim. This basic land breakdown does include those extended arts as well, so it's kind of surprising. It's only $27 worth, so it's kind of low there. Tokens, also not a lot of value in the tokens in this set. Granted, the set has only been out for a little while, so you got to keep that in mind. We could be at a low point here and it could skyrocket, but with current market events, I would actually expect here maybe in the next few weeks or in the next month that these set boxes hit $99 a box on the open market, or maybe even a little less. And I think that because the amount that I pulled is kind of low, even with the good list hits. I got some extended arts in there, a decent amount of tri-lands. The art and minigame cards aren't really worth a whole lot. It's actually not too bad. It's more than the tokens, more than the basic lands, even more than the commons, really. The average market value per pack was $5. A lot of times you can find these set booster packs, loose packs at your LGS for between $5 and $7. Just depends on what area of the country you're in, and what your LGS marks everything up at. I counted 2,511 cards. There should be 2,520. The reason it's low is because in the booster box minigame cards, there's 3 of them. The first one, on the back of that, it has tokens. So there's actually 5 of those I got. So that's 5 tokens. And I got 4 ad cards that don't have anything on them. And there's no way to list those. I don't think they're really worth anything. So that comes out to 9. So that would give me that 2,520. It did take me about 8 hours. It wasn't that long to do the videos and open the boxes, but I probably spent a good portion of that time sorting the cards, and it took me a little bit longer with this set than even the Time Spell Remastered with an extra 1,000 cards, because there's 6 or 7 different versions spread throughout this entire set, and I've got everything in my 5-row box and sorted and everything, so I could pull them easily later. But that took me a little while to do. My average net on direct sales is 70.35%. So potentially, I would have made 35 bucks, and that's $4 an hour. So that part sucks. If I take into account the price that I list and sell these cards at, that 5% over, I'm looking at about $62, which brings me up to a little bit over minimum wage. Yeah, it just wasn't that good. I expected it to be a little bit higher. Again, keeping in mind that this is, shortly after release, things are, in a little bit of a trough. Some things tend to tick up over time. There are a couple cards that are spiking. Ledger Shredder is one of those. If you have any of those, you might want to look at selling. Selling on the way up. Don't try to time the top because you may miss it, and then you'll ride that train back down. Devilish Valet is also increasing in price. An offer you can't refuse. There's a lot of specs going on with that card. They're about $1 or $2, so that could be a good one. And the Tri-Lands, of course, those are all in demand, in high demand, really. The breakdown here between rares and mythics, commons and uncommons is, pretty standard. The gilded foils. So this was the big question I had is, what's the rate of these in the set booster box? And I got 6. It came out to 1 per box. So I would expect that to hold throughout any number of boxes. They're not. I didn't get any rares gilded. I only got commons and uncommons that were gilded foils, so they weren't worth anything. Maybe $12 in total, and that's just because I got a Riveteer's Charm. So I wouldn't look at those to make any money off of. If you wanted to crack these boxes to make money, you need to get them for under $99 a box. So wholesale is usually around the mid 80s, depending on the volume that your LGS can do. So if you're cracking at that level, even then, you're still not going to make a ton if you got to pay tax and or shipping on top of that. Now's a great time to pick the boxes up at a cheap price if you can get them for under $100 and hold on to them, for future openings. And I say that because the list in this set is strong. So if we go back here real quick, we'll just pull up the list. I had 24 cards. That's $157.40 in value. The average market price of a card on the list that I pulled is $545 for a total value of $157.40 over 24 cards. That's a significant portion of this 902. If you take the list out, I would have lost, probably $120 on this product. If I wouldn't have gotten the 2 Sensei's dividend tops, $80 there, I would have probably lost $50 or lost $20 at my selling prices. $99 currently is not a good price to buy this product and crack for value. You need to get it close to wholesale, or you need to buy it and you need to wait. If the market continues to be a little on the weak side, again, I think we could see these boxes under $100. That's when I would look to start purchasing and maybe accumulating some through either your LGS. Always support your LGS first. After that, maybe take a look at Amazon. If you had Amazon cash back, with your 5%, that would actually be a significant portion. In this case, at $5.99, we'll just say $600. That's $30. That would bring this potential value to $8.20 an hour, and I would have made potentially around $65. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. I was under the expectation, pre-release that these cards were going to be, hot. They're going to be in demand, and they really were. So I listed all of this inventory at about 11:30 p.m. and within 20 to 30 minutes, I've already got about $250 in sales. So the silver lining here is because the set has just recently come out, there's a lot of people wanting the cards. You can turn probably a good portion of this inventory and the higher value stuff in the inventory relatively quickly. All the lands, I believe, are already sold. The rare lands, the tri lands, and some of the showcase cards as well. The showcase rares, the higher value ones. So $250, I've already essentially gotten back 25%. Of course, after I ship them out, I gotten back 25% of um, my initial investment, I guess. Or sorry, if I go by my initial investment, oops, I clicked on the wrong thing there. Let's just get out of that. 257 divided by 600. So we're looking at 43% of my initial investment has already been returned. Some of this stuff is going to trickle out over time, of course. That's the standard with the bulk stuff. But I think now's the right time. If you can pick up the tri-lands and stuff pretty cheap, or you can pick up boxes under $100, might look to do that. Packs, if you can get them under $333, if you can get them for like $3 a pack or something like that, that's probably going to be a good deal. You stand a high chance of returning, on average, close to $5 a pack. So, in conclusion, right now, at these prices, at $683 for a case or $113 a box, I would wait. I would wait just a little bit, especially with the way the market is right now. I would wait to see if these go down to about $100. If they go down even lower than that, perfect, even better. This product will hold value in the long term, and it will trend upwards for one reason. It has tri-lands. It has regular tri-lands. The showcase ones, not that valuable. The extended art, and I got 3. Sorry, borderless. I got 3. No, I'm sorry. It is extended art. I got 3 extended art tri-lands. Those are already sold. If you take a look at Ikoria and the price of draft booster boxes and collector booster boxes, when they went out of print and supply has dwindled, they've gone up significantly over time. When this product goes out of print, you want to have some in your closet, on your shelf, somewhere, because these values, $99 a box, $113 a box, as soon as these go out of print, granted that's going to be a good while, but as soon as these go out of print, these prices are going to go upwards. If we take it, maybe a year after or so they go out of print, you're probably going to see between, I would have to say, around $175 to $250 for a draft and or set box. I can live with that. So personally, I'm going to be keeping some boxes, in the closet somewhere, or in storage. That way I can have these down the road when it goes out of print, and there's not tri-lands just being given out like candy. For a long-term investment. So, again, in conclusion, right now, probably not the best price to buy a box set. If it gets down to 100, if it gets under 100, that's the price, that's the region you need to be picking them up at, and you should have this product in your long-term portfolio. Because it has tri-lands will always be in demand. It will go up over time. So, I hope you guys found this information useful. The next financial analysis I'm going to do is Strixhaven set booster boxes. I have a case of those, and then I'm hoping to do an AFR after that. So right now, I've got a crap ton of orders to pack up. TCG does not have a lot of this inventory sitting in their warehouse, so if you're selling this product in bulk, you're probably going to be putting it in an envelope, throwing a stamp on it, and taking it to the post office. That's just the nature of the beast, being this close to release. So, until next time, I will catch you guys later.